Is up. YouTube. I'm looking for my monitor. I put these glasses on. I can't see nothing, man. Yeah, got my collar all turned up, faking the funk. That's Uncle Mike faking now, y'all. Check this out. Check this out, y'all. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Another one of my songs that's on the album. Yeah.
Start a flow, gotta go, gotta get dough. Everybody proud of me, now watch me grow. From garage mixtape, demo jams, hustling every day, had no advance. Studio sessions, late night stressing, dreams on my mind, ain't no time for resting. Underground story, write it in my chapter, making tracks hot now, I'm the master. Pennies in my pocket and the visions in my sight. Late night grind turns dark to night. I never pitch, nobody would listen. Now they begging for a spat, but I'm on a mission. Audition after audition, doors in my face, reality check, but I still embrace faith in the mic, beats in my veins, riding on the rhythm. Pennies in my pocket and the visions in my sight. Late night grind turns dark to night. I never pitch, nobody would listen. Now they begging for a spat, but I'm on a mission. Audition after audition, doors in my face, reality check, but I still embrace faith in the mic, beats in my veins, riding on the rhythm. Came from nothing, now I'm frontin'. Music biz climb non-stop running. Big dreams, big schemes, ain't no bluffing. A mic in my hand, all or nothing. Paying dues, walking in these shoes. Uphill struggle, ain't trying to lose. Now I see the clues, top floor views. Earning respect, in this game I choose. Voicemails ignored, haters on blast. Took every chance, made them think fast. Record labels now checking my style. Going worldwide from my hometown. I follow my heart, let the beats guide. I used to ride the bus, now a chauffeur ride. Income the paper, the deals wasn't flying. This is my journey, and it's all mine. Came from nothing, now I'm frontin'. Music biz climb non-stop running. Big dreams, big schemes, ain't no bluffing. A mic in my hand, all or nothing. Paying dues, walking in these shoes. Uphill struggle, ain't trying to lose. Now I see the clues, top floor views. Earning respect, in this game I choose.
I'm glad that's over with. I can't see with these shades. I don't see how they do it, man. People. Yeah, what's up? What's up, man? Welcome to my channel, man. It's your boy, Uncle Mike. Yo, it's your boy. Why everybody say that? Everybody get in line and do the same thing. Got the shades on. I can't see with no shades on, man. Them shades been sitting there. Hey. Oh, let me act like I'm grown and turn my collar down. That was my little I thought I was on stage. This is my stage right here, y'all. This is my this is the closest Uncle Mike gonna get to being on stage. I ain't trying to get up there no more. I'm done with that. Y'all know I was when the YouTube channel first really started taking off, I was playing in the band. I was playing bass guitar in the band, and I said, I'm gonna go ahead and play with the band, man, because I never pick up the bass guitar. I don't want to play no more, man. My bad. But at least I will be taking the bass guitar and playing it when I get on stage, at least. And that's what happened, man. We didn't hardly practice, so I only played the bass guitar when it was time to do a show, and that was fun. You know, you gotta, you know, what song is this? I don't even know what key is it in. And then you gotta hurry up and learn the song and then start playing it and jamming with it. Yeah, and picking it up fast. Man, how you pick them songs up so fast? Professional. Anyway, check this out, man. I thought I'd go ahead and bring this to y'all, man. Gene Deal breaks silence on Diddy 50-month prison sentence. This is the art of dialogue. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. My next video I'm just gonna talk about a little bit, man. Diddy got 2 more lawsuits on him. I can't find the video though, so I like to come with a video. But also he got Diddy got all kinds of stuff going on, man. Please don't. I want y'all to be patient. This is a chess game. I keep telling people, be patient, man. I know a lot of people are mad on both sides. They want a video. They want it so bad, and it's a shame. They wanted Diddy to walk with time served so bad, so they can say, "Nah, I told y'all." To all of us who've been studying and following this, and we've been trying to be logical about, he needs to do time. He need to do some more time, dog. 1 year wasn't enough for all the stuff he did. But we said over here too. I'm just letting y'all know that Teacher's Tales and a lot of other people have said that Nancy Grace. A lot of people have said, he should have gotten more time. Uncle Mike feel the same way. A lot of people in my chat and everything is like, I can't believe this. People tweeting that they can't believe that 50 months for all the stuff he done did. He did a lot of things, a lot of stuff you can't prove. That's what the problem with this system is. And a lot of things you have to account for is he wasn't on trial for abuse, domestic violence or whatever you want to call it. He wasn't on trial for that. He was on trial for taking S workers across state line. That's it. So that's all, so that's why it was so little. Now, what makes it so bad is the people, the Diddy lovers are saying, man, that's messed up. Yeah. I mean, Diddy got the highest, I don't know in the history, but the average person get 5 months, 8 months, 9 months, stuff like that. I don't even think I seen him 9. I think the highest was 8 months for the crime that he did. But you got to remember that the judge added more time because you can give him 9 months for the charge, but he did it violence. He was using a lot of violence and stuff that he was doing, y'all. So that's why that's why the judge threw the book at him, because it was a lot of violence going on, and these people stood up and said that they was abused, man. So let's see what Gene Deal got to say about this, man. Y'all hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. Thank everybody for enjoying the channel. Let's check this bad boy out. Don't forget our new channel, Police Beatdown, man. Check that out.
Link should be below. Check on it, man. And Diddy, he got 50 months in prison. How you feeling about
50
it?
50 months.
Well, since this is going to be my last Art of a Dialogue interview, and the Diddy trial and the Diddy saga is over, like the Gene Deal story ain't bigger as the Diddy trial or the Diddy story. Man, I feel good, man. I feel good way before the sentencing, and I'm gonna feel good way after it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That the sentencing don't have anything to do with how I feel. It just goes me to show that tells me when God puts you in a position and puts you in a place to be involved in something, his word ain't never wrong.
Amen to that.
It's exactly what I said on my show. I said, Diddy gonna end up doing 24 months in prison. The judge gave him 50 months, but you gotta realize he already had 14 months in it, practically. And he's going to get credit for 2 months of that 14 months. That give him 16 months. He's gonna do 24 months, which is gonna give him about 30 months, because he only had to do 85% in the feds. And he goes to probably a halfway house. So he got off like a fat rat in a cheese factory. But for a dude like Diddy going to jail and spending all that time, I'm not saying it's going to be rough or nothing like that, because his former president of Bad Boy, Kirk Burrows, with the federal jail.
Damn.
You understand? Lil' Kim with the federal jail.
Damn.
So, because the type of dude he is, he'll make it, he'll be all right. And plus they're going to send him to a camp, bruh. He'll be in somebody camp or somebody dormitory, whereas that it'll be real light for him. So, he'll see the streets back again in 24 months. He'll be out within 2 years. It seems like a lot saying 50 months and everything like that, but it's not really a lot. Not at all, bro. It's not a lot at all. You know what I'm saying? I know for executive, somebody who's been a jet setter, somebody who's been going all around the world, been in all kind of, stadiums, galas, and living in mansions. It's a lot of people who lived in mansions that's in federal jail. You got Senator Melendez from Jersey in jail. You got a lot of them in jail doing way more time than him. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be all right, man. I think that, he got off like a fat rat in a cheese factory, bro. You know what I'm saying? He got off. Based on how the judge started the whole sentence, he was talking about coercion. He was talking about relevant conduct. He even said that with Diddy conduct and what he was doing, he should get a sizable sentence or something like that. Yep. Like his sentences should be a large sentence. And I think that, 50 months, I don't see that as being large. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a third. I think the third of the guidelines where the probation report said. I think the probation report started at 72 months. So it's almost, what was it? That's like 72 months, 50 months. Close to not even a third. It's a little over a third of what the probation report said he should get.
Okay.
But it is what it is.
So you feel like he got off. 50 months wasn't enough for you?
Yeah, no. Listen to me, man. What people don't understand is they look at the Mann Act as only being something about prostitution. There's different sections. If you read the Mann Act, it talks about talks about coercion. It talks about somebody being beaten. It talks about a lot of different things in that Mann Act that gives people a lot of time, because you could get up to, I think, about 135 months for that Mann Act. You understand what I'm saying? You can get up to 135 months. That's close to 10 years, I think, or better. So it's different versions, it's different sections in that whole act based on what they call relevant conduct that you do in that stuff. And Diddy did a lot of shit. He beat people. He drugged people. The judge even said this. You understand? The judge spoke about coercion. And no matter what the what you call them people, the jurors, said and thought and everything like that, the judge spoke about his coercion, his relevant conduct. The judge spoke about, mitigating circumstances, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit the judge spoke about. Look at here. He got caught with drugs. Never got charged with the drugs. And the judge knew that. That's why the judge said relevant conduct. You understand? He got caught with guns. Guns in the house with the serial number. The judge knew that. You understand? Relevant conduct. You understand? That he didn't get charged with.
That's a good point, man. I wanna show y'all this real quick. Side note, check this out. I'm gonna blow it up. This came from somebody else's channel. This is supposed to be, I don't know, the sentencing table in months of prison. And this is it 12 months? 18 months? Oh man, if it's small, I think you can see how you read it. Criminal history category, criminal history points. 1, 2, or 3. I think this is people. 4, 5, 6 people. Oh man, I'm sorry. I showed y'all this now because I thought we were gonna figure it out together. But if this 13 or more people, if it is people, then this says 30, and this says in months. Oh my God. Oh, offense level, zone A, zone B, and I don't know what these sitting up here, but I think it goes down further than this to 50 months. So, yeah, I thought these was years, but it says in months. So, I don't know. This is the table. Y'all figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Uncle Mike. I don't know what's going on with this table. No wonder why the court system's so screwed up, man. Y'all can't. You go all this stuff all through school, and you can't even. Maybe it ain't meant for us to figure out. It's just for them. Why have things got to be so secretive in the government? Area 59. Why the hell things got to be so secretive? If it's aliens and you got some aliens, why not let everybody know? What difference does it make? I don't understand this world, man. Keeping everything a secret does what? Leave room for people like a Diddy.
The beating of Jane, hitting in the head, the assault, and all that stuff of Cassie. All those things, they probably couldn't. I don't guess they could have charged him with them, but it came up in the trial. All that's relevant conduct. You understand? And people don't understand all the things that he was doing. Then the judge made a point. When you go and talk to the managers and you talk to people about hiding evidence. You understand? Remember the fact in the trial when it came up that he gave a guy $100,000 and some thousand dollars or $100,000 to keep the tape that from cashing them? That's relevant conduct. The judge was speaking about all that. So now, if he's doing that, and the judge is saying all the stuff that he did that was wrong, what else? Having security take people, put them up in abandoned buildings and threaten them. The judge had all that information. So it was no way this judge was going to let Diddy walk away and talking about Mark Alligator, his lawyer talking about, well, I want him to walk out of court today. I want him only had a 14 months or whatever. Come on, man. The judge, after he made those statements, they was toying with the judge because they had made so many statements. The judge had made statements prior to any one of those lawyers speaking. How the hell could they even say some of the stuff they just said? I thought when the lawyers, I was happy when Diddy's lawyers was speaking because they was burying him more than they was helping him. If you listen to what his lawyers was saying, you know, based on them speaking for him, the best person that spoke for Diddy was Diddy this day. The best person that spoke for Diddy was Diddy. All that other stuff and all the things that he did and he got away with it, he going at Suge Knight and them with guns. You understand? Going, there was testimony in the trial about that. There was testimony he going to Kid Cudi's house. Allegedly Mike having somebody set his car on fire. Tearing up all his Christmas gifts. Throwing an ashtray, hitting somebody in the head with it. Beating Cassie on multiple occasions.
Damn, man, that's got proof of that.
There was a lot of stuff that came out in the trial that the judge knew about it. So the judge couldn't just let him walk out of there with nothing.
Man, I'm glad. I don't know who leaked that video of the hotel and how it exchanged hands, but I thank God that video got leaked because I think the video being leaked, y'all, opened up some major loopholes that Diddy and them couldn't climb through. You can't tell me, man, once you saw that video, you could not unsee it. That made any and everything that Cassie was saying about Diddy, period, have a whole lot more of weight, not just a little bit more weight. It made all those pictures she was showing. I'm gonna look for them pictures again, man. You see how deep that hole was, that gash in her eye? and the makeup artist had to put makeup over it to cover it up. Come on, dog. Come on, man. Like your boy that's in jail.
But
That's
the judge,
crazy, man.
You know,
The judge seen
listen
all
here,
that.
bro. The judge them gave him, well, not gave him, but let him off easy, bro.
Yeah.
He got let off easy. And don't get me wrong, bro. I don't want to see a black man in jail.
I don't want to see no man in jail.
I don't want to see a black man in jail. But I don't care nothing about Diddy going to jail.
Why not?
That's a big difference to me. I never want to see a black man going to jail based on the circumstance, based on the situation, based on he may not have the legal team, because a lot of us get railroaded. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of us get railroaded. So I don't never want to see no black, yo, that's what these cats gonna be saying. Yo, they want to see a nigga. Nah, bro. I fought to keep guys out of jail for 27 years. But do I care about him going to jail? Nah, I don't, bro. I'm sorry. God just gonna have to take that off my heart. But that's my enemy. He made it clear. He made it clear when he was sending niggas at me, when he was doing shit, when he was setting dudes up, when he was when he cursed Wolf mother out, when he set Wolf up to go at BMF. That nigga became my enemy, bro, as well as I became his. So why should I care? He did a whole lot of shit to a whole lot of people.
Yep.
And now he's paying for it. So all these cats, I guess y'all get y'all visitations right. Some of y'all can get y'all conjugal visits right with him. I don't give a shit.
Yeah. I don't understand how you can. All right, I'm gonna show this like this, y'all, because I think that I don't want my editors got to be more careful. I didn't know it was gonna do all that. Dang it. I tried to blow the picture up. So wait a minute, we just gonna run it. Take your time. Bam. Bam. Okay. I wonder, can I get bigger without it moving? Yeah, I wanted to get big as I can get it. All right. This is in the Diddy court dockets, man. So this is what everybody is seeing now because it's legal papers. So the judge is seeing this. Everybody know that's Cassie. And this is the makeup artist covered up this bruise, man. This is in the paperwork. Look how deep that gash is, man. Jesus Christ, why would you do this to such a beautiful person? And to me, again, this don't mean that Diddy did it. She could have done this to herself, But my point is, the bruise, she could have fell while she was trying to skateboard or something. Who knows? And I'm going to blame this on Diddy because I want that money, right? That's what everybody thinking. But only thing I'm saying is, with that video out and you see him in action doing this to Cassie, oh my God. That means this had to be throwing some weight at this thing, man. That's the only thing I'm saying. Look at her lip, man. This girl is so beautiful. Golly. Oh my gracious, that's crazy, man. So let's get back. I just want to point that out, man. This is, I think he should have got 50 months just for that hallway scene.
That's how I feel about it, bro. So his letter to the judge, you understand? I read his letter. You understand? He was talking about how, disgusting, how shameful, how sickening he was, and how what he did to Cassie, he has to dream about that night after night after night Come on, man. And I understand you're going to say whatever you got to say to get out of prison. And I don't blame him for that. You understand? Even stuff that I was talking about and people was talking about, he don't know what the f- he talking about. He admitted to, yo, Mighty, yo, Art, did I tell you that he got hooked on drugs when Kim Porter took that corkscrew and cut his wrist? They even brought that up in the trial. They brought it up today. The defense brought it up today. He brought it up in his letter that he'd been on drugs for 24 years. But when they brought it up, he didn't say, that's because I tried to beat my baby mama ass and she cut my wrist. They didn't add that to, that's why he had the operation on his wrist. You understand? They left that part out. But that's how he got hooked on those opiates. So now, the letter that he wrote the judge, I guess the judge looked at that because he mentioned it. And then you got to understand too, his kids spoke. He spoke about the kids in his letter, that he wanted to be a father, he wanted to be a son and all that. And then the kids ended up speaking in trial. So
who got cases, by the way? I think 2 of them got cases.
The judge was looking at the probation minimum of 72 years. He may have a change of heart because after Diddy spoke, he went and he said, we're going to do a 5-minute break. And he came back and did the sentencing. This was the longest sentencing probably in the history of the federal court, bro. I don't think it's been a sentencing this long in federal court. Usually they take 2.5 hours. You understand? 2.5, maybe 3 hours. This took what? 6, 7 hours.
Dang.
6, 7 hours for the sentencing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
He let everybody on Diddy's team speak. Each one of the lawyers. Not only one lawyer spoke about the victims. Only one lawyer spoke about the victims. And I think that was a setup because Diddy spoke about the victims. And that was Cassie and Jane.
Damn.
You know, he apologized to them for bringing Jane into his life and the whole 9 yards and bringing her to his mess. But none of the lawyers spoke about the victim. One lawyer, the lady, she was crying on the stand.
Yeah, the lawyer. That was very unprofessional. That means your feelings is into this. Why are you crying? The signals, the body language, you crying, please let him go because I get a bonus, I get money. Y'all want to talk about money? Y'all want to talk about money? Cassie just wanted money. Them lawyers is trying their best to get Diddy off because Diddy probably said, I'm going to give all y'all $1 million bonus. So please let him off because I'm in debt and I need to pay my bills. And Diddy didn't do it. Please let him go home so I can get that bag. Come on, man. They don't look at money that way. They don't look at the money that way, y'all. They just point the finger at the person that been abused. How dare you open your mouth and say stuff like this? I can break down how much money if Cassie would have been an artist with her beautiful self, makeup, clothing, model. She can sing, and she can dance. Hello, she would have been a star. All them little kids, her heart would have went out to her fans. Yeah, man. She would have been making $5 million a year for over 10 years. That $20 million or $30 million. Somebody in my comments said it was $30 million. Whatever it is. It's not even a quarter of what she could have made. Shame on y'all not thinking.
Did you know she was crying on the stand?
Nah, I ain't hear about that.
The female lawyer was crying on the stand, man. That shit is crazy, man. But the judge said he's a puppet. The judge said No, the prosecutor said he's a master puppeteer.
Yep.
He's a master puppeteer, she said.
That's why.
That was crazy to me, man.
That's why she
It was
crying.
real crazy.
Yep. That's crazy, man. That's why she crying.
Yo, and
But Diddy seeked her out. Diddy put an ad in the paper. One of the ads, right? Diddy put an ad in the paper. Black female lawyer wanted. Y'all need to look up her credentials, man. That's crazy.
the lawyers, when they were speaking on Diddy being in prison and the circumstances him being in prison, I didn't never hear about this, and nobody ever said anything about this. And I want to know if it's in the prison records. They said one of the guards stopped a dude from shanking Diddy. Now, I'm like, if he was doing all this positive shit in jail, and they was talking about he was all the inmates loved him and they was employing him and doing standing ovation. I wonder what inmate was trying to shank him. Was that one of the Tupac? Was that one of the Tupac fans, or that was one of Biggie fans? Because they said that the guard, they said that in court. One of the lawyers, one of the guards stopped one of the individuals that was trying to shank him, bro.
Yeah,
And that was,
they didn't use shank though. They used that word. Shank make it sound rough. Hey Gene, shanking make it sound real rough. But he did say that. The lawyer said, God, that was right the first time. The lawyer stood up and said that one of the guards had to protect Diddy because he's running for his life, right? So I'm sitting there saying, I'm like, damn, I thought one judge just stood up and said that Diddy has, you got the Bloods and the Crips and the Tech Nines and the Udos and all these other gangs that be throwing up all. I can't do it, y'all. I don't know how to do it. Fuck around and make a butterfly or some shit. I don't know how to throw up no gang signs, y'all. Oh, you gotta do like this. But all the gangs that's in the daggone jail, Diddy got them all to get along. Can't we all just get along? Diddy done got everybody to get along. So Diddy the man. Who wanna shank him? Then the other lawyer get up and say, well, he's in fear for his life. I thought he had peace in the daggone jail. Y'all make up y'all mind. That's all right. 50 months. We'll take it for right now. We'll take it. Did he got more cases coming? He got a civil case, little Rod. He got the little girl that keep crying. He got more cases coming, y'all. Bugsby ain't finished. He just getting started. Bugsby done filed 2 more cases on him. It's all civil, but the Fed's going to come back with something. Trust me. The Fed's going to come back with something. Something going to happen, man. God is on our side. That's all I want y'all to know.
crazy.
Very crazy.
I never, that didn't leak. Everything leaks from prison, but that didn't leak. Nobody wrote home and said, yo, dudes is in here trying to stab Diddy up. But the lawyers mentioned that today. I want to see if they're going to investigate that right there.
Man, ain't nobody trying to stab no Diddy up. If I'm in, I don't know, dog. Because he did say, yeah, somebody trying to, just to make a name for themselves, because he's a very high mark person. Man, shut up. Why y'all think he gets special privileges? You're not listening to the judge. You're not listening. Why he gets special privileges? Your only special privileges that the judge gave them was, do you know what jail you want to send him to? Any suggestions on the jail? And Mark said, Yana. Mark said, can we get back to you on Monday? Yeah. Y'all stupid tail wasn't even prepared. Y'all just knew he was going to get time served, so you wasn't prepared for the 50 month. You ain't even think about, well, if he's found guilty, Yana, can we at least pick what jail, or suggest what jail he go to? Not pick, but suggest. See, the wording for the lawyers and stuff got to be different. You gotta You got to come humble to a judge. And they never did that. They never came humble. They came like big shots. I'm going to tell you how this daggone, Your Honor, we want post bail. We got a $50 million bail package. Or you do? Who said he's getting bail? They came wrong throughout the whole trial. For a whole year, they came wrong and never bowed down to the judge. That's how he got the 50 months, which is the biggest sentence we ever heard in this situation, is my point. For everybody who think he should have got more time, I think he should have got more time. But y'all got to pay attention, man. Y'all got to understand how chess is played, and you got to understand this court law ruling and all this type of stuff, man. You gotta really take your emotions out and weigh out that table, that stupid old table. You can't read that mess.
You know what I'm saying? And base that, or he probably used that, base that on trying to help Diddy getting into one of those camps or one of those programs that, you know, he ain't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah. He ain't got to worry about nothing.
And what's crazy is this, he got to worry about something now. You understand? Because he thought he ain't have to worry about nothing because he thought he was going to a speaking engagement. They was that bold enough to be setting up speaking engagements as if he was going to get out of jail.
Now, I thought Diddy or his lawyers came up with, well, Your Honor, you know, he's doing good. He got a speaking engagement set up for such and such date. Excuse me? That's how I thought it went down. And somebody in my chat room appreciate y'all. I stand corrected. I didn't know. That's how I thought it. I just assumed it went down like that. Dang, Mike, you shouldn't assume. Come find out that the feds are the ones that looked it up and said that he got a speaking engagement. Now, the feds probably said that he probably said, look, man, all right, I'll do your speaking engagement if I get out. So the if I get out part, it's really left off. He done already scheduled, Your Honor, he's talking to people, setting up date engagements. Like he know he getting out. That's how they probably, it's a twist on words, man. Everybody wanna, that's not even what we said, Your Honor. That's not what, yeah, you're right. He was talking to somebody and he said, well, I would do your speaking engagement if we get out. But these big shot lawyers is looking at it like, oh, that ain't no big deal, man. What you talking about? That ain't no proof. But it came out in court and the people have spoken. The people heard you say that. So it means like you just knew you was getting out, didn't you? Over there setting up stuff. Well, no, I ain't really set up stuff. That's how the rumors and, you know, talk about the fish that got away. The fish that got away. Should have seen that big fish I caught. I don't even fish. How am I catch a fish I don't fish? I don't understand that.
They was saying that he was going to get out of jail. He had speaking engagements set up for Miami.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
The judge heard that, and I guess the judge was like, whoa, hold up. And then they brought in the guy from reentry who was an ex-prisoner who now he does reentry in Miami. I'm familiar with the reentry programs because we used to use them for the state too. Now, this guy spoke and said that it was more so not like a speaking engagement. It was more like a healing session. Hold up, you forgot the funny Yo, they said this dude, one of the lawyers said that Diddy was a civil rights activist now. Can you believe that? He said he was a civil rights activist. I was like, they are going for they dropping all the jewels now. They trying to get this mofo out. They don't care what they gotta say, what lies they gotta tell. They on getting his way out, man. And if it was anybody else other than him, I would have been like, yo, get that brother out. When you don't care about your enemies, you don't care about people you don't f with, it didn't make a bit of difference to me. Let him go ahead and look back and see all the shit that he did. You know, and I believe he did, because once those drugs start wearing out his system, once he don't need those opiates no more, if he was off of them, you know, it wasn't no proof. He ain't had no drug tests when he was in prison. You know what I'm saying? Drugs come through all those systems just like anywhere else. So then who's to say that he wasn't on some kind of substance? You know what I'm saying? But and once he got drug free and he's no longer those using those drugs now, he started getting his clarity back of who he may was, or who he should have been, or what he should have been doing. And maybe he's thinking about all the people that he did wrong to, and he don't have the drugs to cloud his mind no more. Don't you know that they said he was traumatized by the notorious? They didn't use Big's name. They said he was traumatized by his friend that was in the drive-by shooting in L.A.
Tupac. He was traumatized by Tupac's shooting. They was friends. At least that's what he claimed. See what I'm saying? How things could be so twisted up. Oh, no, it wasn't Biggie we talking about, because that's not his friend. We talking about another drive-by that didn't even get no press. Come on, man. You got to read between these lines with an open heart. You got to, man. Okay, we're going to just assume it's Biggie, because that's what everybody thinking anyway, and that's what everybody knowing. But the lawyers, that's how they trick you, man. They think they slick.
Yo, my brother, I was like, these lawyers will say any damn thing. They'll say anything right now to try to get this dude to walk out this door today. But they gave him 50 months, bro. They gave him 50 months, you know what I'm saying? And 50 months, it wouldn't be hard to do in no camp or no kind of program. He'll be all right. Like I said, if Kirk Burrows did a couple of years in the federal penitentiary, Lil' Kim did a couple of years in the federal penitentiary, he'll be all right. He ain't gonna have no problem with that. They said that Diddy, yo, check it out. They said that Diddy started his own re-entry program and made up his own program in the prison system. Now,
that's easy to do.
He didn't do any of this stuff until after he didn't take no drug courses, no drug classes. He didn't take, he wasn't doing none of that stuff until after he came off the trial and he only had the Mann Act. So what the lawyers did was, the lawyers then went and told him, yo, you got to see if you could start a program. You got to see if you could do some things, you know, so we could face this with the judge. And because this judge was a new judge, they tried to pull the wool over his eyes by saying Diddy was doing all these programs, Diddy was doing all this stuff. You understand? Because he's a better person and now he knows right from wrong.
And you know what that judge said? Well, I hope you keep your programs up. Because this program, I hope you're going to help for 2 years. You're going to be really helping out people, because we need all the help we can get with our jail systems. That's what he was basically saying. So having somebody like you, Diddy, in jail that can really push to help these people is what we need.
Now he knows right from wrong and everything. The only thing that was heartbreaking for me to hear in this whole trial thing and this whole and it was heartbreaking, man. This broke my heart, man, and I don't give a F about this dude. When Quincy said he's my father. When Quincy said he was my father, that broke my heart, bro. Because I know I'll be sure. And I know Al is his father. Diddy might have been his daddy. And for him to go that damn hard and get up there and say what he said, that's the only thing that like broke my heart about this whole shit, bro.
I wonder what I'll be sure. The son. I wonder what I'll be sure's son has against I'll be sure so deeply. I wonder why he's clinging to Diddy. Is he brainwashed? You know, he been, what y'all call that? Ultra? What they call it? Something ultra? Brainwashed? Is he he that afraid of Diddy that I gotta show that I'm one of y'all too. Any chance I get. I don't know. I don't know, man. But you was with your mother. Your mother done told you some things that your father said, y'all shouldn't do that. Don't do that. No matter how much of a problem you have with your significant other, you don't let the kids in on it. Your daddy is a never talk negative about each other. That's one thing, black people, since you want to pull a race card, that's one thing we got to stop doing is stop cussing at your kids. Don't even let your kids hear you use profanity. Stop that mess, man. My mother and father never cursed around me, which means I try my best not to curse around them. So since I try my best not to cuss around them, I said, you know what? I can take it a step further because a lot of people who watch my channel, they don't like profanity. So Uncle Mike is still, every now and then y'all piss me off, man. Like that little girl, I was watching that video today. Here we go.
You understand?
I was watching that video today,
I know how Puff, when I was with him, how he treated Kim. And I can imagine when he got to be Diddy and Brother Love and the way some of the stuff Roger Barnes said about him, you understand, and how he was doing Kim, that it was crazy. But I know Kim had got brave enough where she was defending herself. So my whole thing about it is that, man, that I know that broke our heart too, bro. And I'm going to give him a call because, you know, Quincy don't understand that he was brainwashed too.
I told y'all.
You understand? And a lot of shit that Al didn't do and couldn't come around is because of Kim was in fear of Puff doing something to Quincy and try to have something to do with Al. You understand what I'm saying? But to see that dude go out like that was nasty to me, man. Because Al is a good dude. You know what? Al, you know what I'm saying? Al is, like I was saying, brother, Al is a good dude. And, you know, when I heard, you know, Quincy and all the other kids, they was apologizing for their father and they was apologizing for Puff and saying that he's a changed man. And they apologized to Cassie. They apologized to how their father was treating the women. And when I heard the girls them say, I could tell by talking to him now, he's changed and everything. He's changed. That showed to me that he was really not a good person to them. Because they was talking about how much he changed. Or either they was just saying that. Either they was just saying he was changed. You understand? Because do you really believe that he's remorseful for doing all the shit that he did to Cassie, or any other woman that was involved? You understand? With all these lawsuits that's coming out, we're going to find out that it's a lot of other women that he probably put their hands on. There's a lot of other women he probably put their hands on, bruh. With all these other lawsuits come on, because, you know, you can't believe because you seen that Cassie video that that's the only one. If he was doing that, Gina said it. Man, you know, we could watch and see, bruh. Because I heard somebody, like 2 or 3 other people file lawsuits today. So they're going to be going at him, bruh. They're going to be going at him. And that's just a place where they're going to know he's going to be at for the next 2 or 3 years so they can have them papers served on him. Because it's easy to serve them papers on him now because they know he's in the prison system. So a lot of lawsuits going to be served on him right now. Watch and see what I tell you. Though this is just a small part of it, man, I believe that Kim Porter, Big, Craig Mack, Black Rob,
New flavor in your ear.
and I'm not going to even Wolf, Riz, I'm just mentioning the people in the Bad Boy family, bro. Is that they can rest in peace knowing that some kind of justice has happened to dude for all his antics, all the shit that he put people through, all the things that he's done. You understand? Kim Porter decide not to deal with dude no more, bro.
Man.
Kim Porter decide that she wasn't taking those ass whoopings no more. Hold on. Kim Porter had decided she wasn't taking those ass whoopings no more. Kim Porter decided she wasn't dealing with Puff no more. You understand? But she may be turning over in his grave knowing that his son would even say something about he taught me how to treat women like queens when he got a court case coming up himself. Christian Combs. He said, my father taught me how to treat women like queens. What? Do you know what you said? Do you know what your father is on trial for? Is that the new Diddy that taught you how to do that? Because if you learn from the old Diddy, I'm waiting for Chick to come up with a black eye or something. But in his testimony, my father taught me how to treat women like queens. And I know the judge is looking at that stuff like they just talking. And I don't understand why the judge just the judge let everybody on Diddy team talk, bruh. Everybody on Diddy team talk. And that's unusual. That's very much unusual in a sentencing. So he was compassionate and he gave a heartfelt speech to Diddy them, saying that they'll get through this, they'll be all right. And 50 years is light. 50 months is light. Based in the federal court, bro. A lot of people don't walk out of there, it'd be 100 and better. You understand? The average sentences in the federal court is like 120 something and better. So Diddy won today. Did you know that? He won.
Yeah, I feel
people may not look at it, but he won. He only got, I guess they're gonna be dancing in front of the court today, and like they did last time.
Nah, they ain't dancing.
Spraying baby oil and stuff because he only got 50 months.
You knowing Diddy personally, how do you think he's taking this?
Well, me knowing Diddy personally, and I know the old Diddy. The old Diddy probably would have fell on his knees crying and going crazy. But you got to realize we looking at the 2025 Diddy that was on all kinds of drugs. You know, like he said, those 20-something years that he was on the drug changed him, bro. Changed who he was as a person, a man, a friend, a fellow crew member. It changed him. He was no longer the dude that we knew as Puff. So my whole thing about it is that old Diddy would have fell out. He wouldn't. He couldn't take it. He wasn't built like that. But drugs and money and power change who people are. And this Diddy, you know, was a changed dude. So now he'll come out probably a better person. Because I don't think he would ever want to ever after this do anything to get back in jail. But then again, I've seen dudes that say they ain't going back and they go back. I've seen dudes come out and say they never going back and they never go back. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
I just believe that this all is going to change him for the better. Amen. I hope it do. For his sake.
Me too.
Bro, this is how I feel about him getting 50 months. And I will say this anywhere to anybody.
Come on now.
Any other black man, I don't believe the prison system is a system for rehabilitation.
I can't believe Diddy locked in a cell, tunnels under his house, and he can't make bail.
The prison system is a system for rehabilitation. I wouldn't want any other black man to go to jail and be rehabilitated unless it was for kill them or beat them half to death. If it was for doing something to somebody's mother or doing crimes against women. What else? Some heinous, anything against children. Yo, I'll pull a switch. I'll shoot the gun. I'll do anything to brothers who on that type of time.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I don't believe that the prison system is a rehabilitation system for anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I think we should take on like some other countries. And I know it's crazy for that rape and doing shit to kids and stuff like that to women. Yo, get rid of them. You know, they shouldn't be here. That's my own personal opinion. For the fact that Diddy going to jail, bruh, I don't have no problem with that. I'm glad that something that can happen to him, something that could stop his madness, something that shows us that I don't care how much money you got, I don't care how powerful you think you are. If they want you, they still gonna get you.
They still gonna get you.
And that's why he's in the position that he's in now. It may not be 70, 170 like the probation say months. It may like be 135 months, but when they want you, they gonna get you.
Oh my God.
They wanted him. They got him.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank.
Yeah, most definitely. Man, dog, I don't know what to say, man. I just want y'all to understand, man, 50 months, I think that's the best that even the lawyer, the judge, even the judge wanted to give him more. And I really think that 50 months was the best that the judge could do with the 4 years and 2 months. I think the 2 extra months was to let you know I'm stretching it. So if you you get some percentages off, you got 4 years, right? You already did 1 year. Then you got the 2 little baby months over here. So when you get good behavior, you might well take them down with a couple of months over here. So he gonna be in jail for 2.5 years, man. Because you got people saying things like Mr. Whack 100 jumped out there talking, he be home by the first of the year. Come on, dog. Why do we do this to ourselves? People, they call him a ninja. That's what we call them. Ninjas don't mind being wrong. They don't care. As long as they right sometimes, they don't care. I can't wait till the first of the, when I heard him say that, I can't wait till the New Year's. Happy New Year's. Is Diddy still in jail? Yep. They're gonna never dumb me wrong. They're gonna never dumb me. Then you got your sidebar dude walking around. Wrong is 2 left shoes. I don't understand. How come when these people go to jail, which I'm allergic to, they come out thinking they know stuff and they can educate us, the people who have been in jail. They can educate us, right? Don't get education by somebody, some jailbird. Don't do that. It's plenty of other people out here that never been to jail that can teach you. All you gotta do is Google. You can get AI. AI ain't never been to jail. Google ain't never been to jail. Self-taught. You learn from a jailbird, man, you might mess around and end up in jail, bro, for real. That's all I got to say. I mean, that's how I live my life. If somebody been in jail and they trying to say, hey, man, you should do this, I'm not even freaking listening to you, bro. I don't even want to get any information from you. You've been in jail. You mock to me. I don't even want to do it your way. I want to figure it out my way. Or figure it out from another person who is allergic to jail. I am allergic to jail, bruh. So I can't hear you. Because I'm allergic to, it might get on me. You been there? And I'm supposed to listen to you? Man, get out of here. Hey. I just tell them to, I'll go home. I gotta do something with that beat. Look here, I'm gonna get on up out of here, man. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.